Good morning, friend. This is Jeff Arcos. Welcome again to the daily webinar. Today we are Monday, 12th of August 2019. Remind you this webinar is not meant to be a financial advice. This is only a presentation education. Please consider term and condition before you continue. Send what you receive in this record. As well, thank God for another day into my life and pray His blessings today in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, so hopefully everyone has a nice weekend. It's been a very busy weekend for me. Um, and yeah, so if I say if I have rest, I haven't. So, but here we are. All right, so let's have a look what happened today on the news side. Today we don't have nothing. Um, on the 13th after midnight, we don't have much. What is? I'm in the right time. What is that more? Oh, that's the whole thing. All right, so it's nothing for Monday. And then the next announcements at 4 a.m. Federal budget balance, but not much things like that. Okay, so you already receive. So at the moment, until we don't have more like a 2 or 3 weeks more, we can see more in advance. So I'm gonna continue sending the other meter as well, and then after that I will stop. But we need more days um, um, to do that one there. All right. So okay. So that's the thing. So let's have a look the charts. Then now we have the news set up. So that's the dollar. So the index dollar. So we see that first of all in the 4 hours, actually right from here, the dollar has come down. Now this is a sort of kind of sideways move is going at the moment. It's closing above, it's closing below, so it's not really in no mains lane. And I guess from here we just need to wait um, for decision. This could be only retracement, but we want to see this. We want to see the moment that the dollar changes over there, and from that moment everything will be fine. So the moment we are between up and down from there. Now with the euro, we see the euro has been climb up ever since from there. So when we see that the beginning of the week actually was a clear signal that the euro was strong according to that. But then now the moment with the US has going completely sideways. So tonight will be interesting to see what the fate of this one could go. But at the moment is undecided. The euro still have a big strength, and we'll see that. Now the pound is interesting. For the pound, on Friday it was right over there. I think that I don't know whether we put a trigger over there, but the pound just came broke up, and yeah, so it just come down from that moment. So the U.S. was weak. The pound was a bit stronger, according to here, but we didn't see the strength published over here. Now remind you that this one search everything that NT4 has. So it's not just the pound USs, like the other one only compared with the 8 major currencies, but this one compares with everything that MT4 has, which is Singapore or Croatian or Mexican. It goes and that's actually give us a more strong view of what happened with the overall currency. So today I find here that now, one thing that important, maybe in this one we cannot see that we not recognize retracements, and when we can activate the EA for those reasons there. So we look in Australia. Australia definitely went sideways this one, but suddenly now we see Australia US in this week is actually from week to week has changed, make a big change. We are about, so here I would still looking to go long with that one over here, but at the moment we are below that level. So that's a nice retracement. And as I say before, that in this new system, when you see that break over there and the midpoint works as a resistant level, every pullback is good to try. Okay, So especially when it comes the first pullback like this one, so if you come in a London time, you see that pullback, you actually can say, I'm going to leave the breakout Donchain works over there. Here you can come at London time and you can say, I'm gonna leave the Donchain breakout. And the next day we, just save it from here, save from there, and that's it. And that's the end of the story. But this is what we need to recognize over there. Now this is on a green side. We are about the midline. It's working as a, and this could be the first retracement over there. So tonight is going to be interesting where it is, and tonight maybe activate the breakout to go long. As here we see the Australia very strong, and the US is actually, we have, it's been going in the 1 2, no 1 2. So in a plus two plus two plus two drops one, and now it's ours. So and Monday always an awkward day, as we know that one there. Okay. New Zealand US is in a sense, when we see the index like that, we will not take it about closing about below the midpoint because the strength of the New Zealand is not there. So when we see, after the announcement drop, that um, both are in the same direction. So you can say here, and we are about the midline, so we can say here you can go buy and sell. So when you see this, actually you will be, saying, okay, that um, maybe I just leave it alone until you don't find something that makes sense. So when both are together, this can go up and down, up and down. Who knows? All right. So that's how, I managed to filter this type of trade. US Canadian, as you see, the both are going down, and that's what is happened, just at the moment. It looks nice to go short according to everything that we see, but over here we don't have that. All right. And if we look in the US Canadian and the other Mira, both are at the bottom with the strength. So that's what it says. So both has in the same strength. It actually quite equally the strength. So what that's telling us that do not mess up with those ones. Just wait for those who have a clean run. So here we are. The US is down. The Swiss has been going up, 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 up. Now we got below to the. If we look at there, we are below to the midline, and here we got a nice. So what I do over there is just trade the breakout. Look up to the to there, whatever pips are over there, and put the trade to there as the sell breakout, and as well the Swiss is in a very very strong move. We're looking over here. It's holding that strain on the +5, and yeah, and that's how it's going at the moment. So that looks to me quite okay for a start today. US yen, the same. So every time you see that line is because that's what I'm looking now at the moment to try, and that it is. So the US is down, the yen is still on his way up. We are below to the midline, and if we were looking on Friday, was actually a quite nice entry right over there, but it's not too late. Here we can put the midpoint or no, or or just leave it, or leave it just like that. So at the moment, the US yen I have set up for now here I have put both because I got a fractal over there, and I'll see normally the yen is a mover on on that Asian market. So yeah, so I have both over there on the 4 hours. Yeah, 4 hours I have over there. Whatever is happened. So we'll see that one there running as it is. Now, euro yen is quite interesting as we can see that the euro started climbing up, the yen is there, and we see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days hasn't gone nowhere. So that's actually quite good, even if it says it breaks from there, we want to see, a divergence over there. So this is why it's being quite difficult, that currency, so we just don't touch over there. Now, pound yen, actually, I did put it pound yen, but I did not copy through that. So at the moment, I have the retracement with the pound yen. I don't have the breakout because I just I don't trust the breakout. So I got in the one now, the retracement to the midpoint. When I will find you know a fractal up, then I will be looking to look both. But at the moment, I don't trust Monday's morning anyway, and that could be, yeah, quite fatal on that. Australian yen. Australia has a big jump on Friday, so give us a whole strength if we're looking from the major currencies. We are about the midline, and this one is below. So at the moment, nothing makes sense. We'll see what Australian yen will produce later today. New Zealand yen is in a completely different strength. So New Zealand, we have a beautiful pullback, which is represented over there, and now we have the day down. So this is the perfect. This is the trades that we want to be looking there. All right. Now the aggressive weight will be always okay. You look that, you look here, and you say, yeah, I'm going to be putting the sell over there. So that's the aggressive. Every time, this one continue into this is another good one that you can say, yeah, here I'm putting my trade and then walk away from that. All right. So yeah, so that's the good one. And the index meter in this case is with us, very gentle. We got that Canadian yen. How come? Oh, New Zealand yen. Sorry, that was quickly. Canadian yen. We got over here, and that's another nice, pullbacks and pullbacks, and now we got the pullback plus the change in the color. So this is another perfect situation with that. I got in the one now, the breakout only for the now, and yeah, so in Canadian is being weak according to this meter over there. Now here we got interesting currency. Now I have take the Swiss yen out of there because it's just it's very volatile and it's not really nice. So I'm gonna only keep it really at the end of the day is the US Swiss, but the Swiss yen now is gone. Now in this one we see a very clear pattern there that we are below to the midline, but this is above there, and both has the same strength. Now, in our index meter, we got actually the Euro Australia to go long. The Euro is 29, the Australian is minus 23. But I want to listen here, and so I don't do nothing over there. That's a big breakout. It could be from there. If tomorrow we'll see something there, maybe it will be different. Euro Canadian is in a completely different scenario. So first of all, we got the index meter, a quite nice, it's been coming the euro up and the Canadian up. Sorry, the euro is strong and the Canadian is weak. So it's actually this one should be going to that. I have to correct this one there because according to the meter, we're supposed to be looking. Oh no, the euros are strong. Yeah, it's supposed to be looking long. So this is when this tool here is more on a trending mode that that the picking one move or two moves and the currency around over there. So now, if we're looking without the index meter, that's for me a perfect setup sell. So that's the risk is maybe 30, 40 pips over there because we are below to the midpoint and we are with this one over there. So I will be hold my positions with this one until later. I still have the breakout over there with a very small stop loss because of what I see over here. So I don't see so far that the euro is strong with the Canadian. Euro New Zealand, the same. So I don't know whether this one could work later today, because as you see, the euro has recovered from that day. So that's what it's telling us over there. What the New Zealand is now losing. Now, this is quite interesting. If you're looking, that if you're looking from where everything has run out from there, every pullback to the midline is being an opportunity. And when you see those pullbacks, is actually representing in here. Okay, so that's what is representing over there. And here we have two options, whether just to connect the EA because of what we see over there, okay, or wait for the date to activate. So if we come here at, somewhere in the London time, on the London time over there, and we see this, from that point, we can actually say, yeah, I want to connect the EA to break, and then walk away from there. All right. So we'll see anyway how that it's gonna be interesting what is going to happen over there, because the market has break and pull back here, has break and pull back. All right, so always is this break and pull back, or the break, the pull back, or the break, the break, the pull back, and the break. It's very, very systematic. You know that when it's a retracement, the market holds on the midline, but when it's a breakout, the market breaks the midline. So we have to reset it, everything, if we want to change our directions in here. All right. So and yeah, so that's how it's gonna take a little while to get used to this new one, but definitely here, today, yes, the Euro New Zealand is a perfect buy, but I am, after I see, if I am like this one, then definitely is perfect from there. But maybe another day. Now, upon Australia, we have a nice divergence, but this is something that I want to show you how to interpret this tool. Oh, try to get this one. So if we're looking at that day, okay, so that day finished bearish. Now, the same day that we looked at 8th of the 8th, the 8th of the 8th over there, we were about breaking up the line. You see that once it breaks from here, this midline works as a beautiful support. But once it breaks and is below over here, 2 days ago, it was the trade to do. So what can we do right now? And we have, beautiful divergence at the end of the day over there. I don't know, but at the moment, I have activated the data source for this one. I don't have the correct number. So that's what I mean. We need like a 2 or 3 weeks before we're gonna be saying, yeah, that's now, in sync. It has been how many years it's been off this one's there. But we will still hold them for a few, maybe a month, the other index meter. So, because with the other index meter right over here, it was actually indicating a sell. So when the other index meter is telling us, okay, we got a sell and we got below to the midline, and this is already in there. So we can use now the one now, still looking that entry there. Now, what can we do over here? How are we gonna be looking to entry into this into that market over there is by waiting for a pullback, isn't it? So hopefully today we will have a London time a pullback when I can connect to the break of the Donchen from there. All right, so that's definitely it will be the case over there. Now this is interesting as well when you see that the market breaking over there, that break, and look where the pullbacks has happened, pullbacks over there, pullbacks over here, pullbacks over there. How interesting the market comes, and goes from there. All right, after that nice breakout. So we can still trade in the 4 hours using the entrance the 1 hour. Once we are there, you know, then just enjoying those moves over there. So yeah, so this one we need a pullback. So if the Australia continues strong, the pound now is weak, maybe we'll see how that goes. Pound Canadian was another example over here. So if we're looking, that's the night of August, and this is the date and the night of August, and the Pound Canadian over there, we can see that everything was in tune, ready to trade, and that it is. So with this one, the same. We need to wait for a pullback before we do anything that we can think about it. Pound New Zealand, both are together in that run. So we're looking that the both has going down over there, but in this day, when there's the night of August, so if we were to look at the other index meter was telling us that day the pound New Zealand is, I don't know whether maybe incorporate the other meter here, so we can, sort of kind of um, compare the two of those ones over there. So that might be a good option to have that one there anyway, until we get used to this one, and then we can compare the that it is. All right, so here we are in gold, and it's very exciting that once we see the definition of that, and we're coming at the beginning of the week, we see how this midpoint scenario works into, that we don't need to rush to enter. We just need to trust to enter. And with a proper, sort of money management, that's, once you got that kind of scenario, that day we can just activate and say, yeah, I'm going to be looking for the touch, and the market will respond very nicely over there. S&P 500, we are in on the 8th of the 8th, we were about the midline. The candle has not changed yet, but here we did have a change completely in that one there. So that could be the first, could be the first retracement. Right now we are in a very, very green candles. So yeah, so we'll see that one, how reacted, and at the moment, um, we'll see. Here, the Australian 200, we got the same. We are completely about the mid line over there, and yeah, here is a nice sort of opportunity to buy at that moment over there. U.S. oil, we got a very incredible break. Like I said, if we look in the behavior of the midline relates to, when the market follows this midline, midline. Here we got a break, but here we got a nice break over there. I would be looking to go long, but then it cut the price, and then, for all this time I would be looking to go down, but here I'm looking to go up. All right, and again the midline comes, and here it cuts the price close below to that line, and from that point the midline now become, and that's what it's telling us over there. So no matter how much we follow this, we can see that this midline really has a good signal business for us, and that's it. So that's quite nice way of, trading. So when we have that, the only thing we need to do is just to set up the trace, and now, maybe I will wait for the follow up, that one, just through the day, and see what is happening over there. The Japanese 200, so we look in the same. The market is closing below after such a big run up. It was very volatile, but today we got a beautiful from about to below, and that's the entry that we can look in today with that one there. And I didn't do the cryptocurrency. They haven't not open actually that one there. All right, so that would be really the key factors in this one. Um, so if we're looking so when we see the 1 hour compared to that to this one, and if you notice in here that what I like to see as well, even testing the 1 hour time frame, and I want to see over here what the 4 hours midpoint line is telling me over there, and here I can see that it's not really much that I can say. But if I move away for one more day more, what happened now over there? Now that's a nice, precise trade. Don't you agree with me? Okay. If I come this day and I see everything commands over there, I want to see here where I am in the 4 hours with regard to the midline. So you see here, I can make my decision because that's the first break and that's the pullback. Here I make my decision. No, we are below. I'm going to be looking to go short over there. And what a nice small short was that one. This here, for example, I finished below. You see, not the day before that was sort of crunchy, but here is below, and this is below over there, and this is when I'm looking to trade, and maybe holding that trade through that. So as you're looking over there, so if this daily says we're looking to go short, why we don't go in short over there? How many of you like that way? So now you can have two options here. We don't looking to go short. Even if the index meter says to looking to go short, I'm looking to go long. So I'm gonna put it actually, if I come to London time and I see, oh yeah, that's there, I'm gonna have the breakout. That could be a bit aggressive, but I believe it could be safe too. Don't you agree with me? What do you reckon of that idea? Is that crazy or no? So if I come over here, I'm still looking, a quite strong bars color there. And if I come at 12 hours, somewhere over there, yeah, I say, no, this guy is not going anywhere down over there. So that could be a very good way that, every time the market pulls, this one will give us the confidence to, okay, we're going up, we're going up. Every time the market pulls, actually will become a midpoint line, and we can trade the breakout of that. What you reckon, Rich? Is that good idea? With a good money management, Rita, this is what we need to be looking. So that's what I want to keep both index meter. So I'm gonna actually add the daily as well over there because we don't want to miss out. Okay. Yes, the other one, the company has asked me to put it there, but I still have my eyes as well in the other one, and I don't want anybody missing that either. All right. So you agree with me with that? So we can look at both and make that decisions just simple like that. Let's look at another one that we don't see it so very often. So there we are. Look, for example, that day that it breaks below. Where are we? Right at the beginning of that day. Hmm? Tell you, I'm just excited this week for what could happen here. It just it will be, so easy to do. For example, here we're going up, and look where we are. No, we say I'm trading the breakout over here. The next day, continue going up, and what is happening over there? We don't see anything clear that day, isn't it? So here we actually, I could say, I don't know, I'm a bit, it would be difficult over there, but if you decide that this is the major trend, maybe this is a resistance level, trade the breakout over there or wait for the next day over there, and then now look here, now it's making basis on the donchen. The color maybe hasn't changed, so we see that here there will be a struggle for this one over there, but right over there, that's when everything line up, isn't it? So yeah, so that's why you know this is when you can just say that that's what I like it to do. Da, 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 da. Australia, New Zealand. Where is Australia, New Zealand? So we look in this day, we look in this date, and we in the other platform actually still the trade running over here, and this is there. So if we have a bearish day like this one, do we want to trade the breakout? Where are we? Yeah, we are close below, so the breakout will come over there, and that's where the breakout. Move a stop loss, and get out of that trade. Don't cry over your losses because winners will come in your way in very powerful way. Looking something that is there. So look for example here. No, nowhere, 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 nowhere. Oh, what happened right there? Come on, is anybody excited the other side? Ah, yeah, I still entering the 1 hour, but looking this way, Lawrence. All right, because the 1 hour can give us a quite. Now in the 1 hour, I want to use, if I see this, I want to use the breakout more than pullback. The pullback, we can use it when the market is already running. All right, so when the market is already running, then we can use that one there. Otherwise, this is what I want to do, my friends. We want to hunt that day when everything is there, and I just say to the EA, look, well, I would say myself, I have to go fishing, so I can't stay here with you. So I'm just gonna give you a job, and the EA will do as you told them to do. Now, if you go long here, who is full? Huh? If you're looking to go long, who's gonna be the to whom we're gonna blame there? I'm using 20 for both. Yeah, you can use the 10 or the 12, but I want to stick with the 20. Yeah, I think 20 hours is quite strong. It will not matter, I think it with that, but yeah, you can use it there. So this is what we want. And when you come in a London time, for example, there, and you look that, you can actually say, yeah, I want to try. I just no, if you haven't entered there, that is, when you want to set up the tray. And that's it. Look, for example, here, where I would be looking to go with this one over there. Huh? So now when I'm looking the index meter on the Monday, 12th of August, the Swiss is very strong and the Canadian is mildly strong. So actually here is suggesting me that I should be looking to go short. So nothing makes sense over there. So it's gonna be very important actually to set up this tool. Let me see if I fixed right now there. So what I'm wanting, and I guess I would need to shift them from time to time. Oh, I cannot. This is blocking at the moment. Okay, I have to unblock it. Uh-oh. Review. Oh, now it's the. That's what I was expecting. Distensible. No, no. Maybe if I reduce. Oh no, but the whole thing will be. That's better. There we are. So if I look the Canadian, this is the Canadian, this is the Swiss over there. If I look in here, the Canadian Swiss, is sort of kind of perfect direction. The Canadian is weak, the Swiss is strong, so it would be the other way around. Swiss there, Canadian here. Okay. So yeah, so here it says the Canadian is very weak, the Swiss is very strong, so we should be looking to go short, but we are about the midline. So I want to be very specific about the midline point. It is sometimes we're gonna go through here short, long, long, short. It's fine, but here is when we want to filter that one there. All right. So then things will be much easier for all of us. So that's how I'm gonna keep it better, so we can see both. And then I just send you this one so we know what we're doing from there. All right, so that's the exciting part of this. Um, this one was a quite nice trade. So when we have, maybe this data was very strong over here, we want to see that is the index meter was supporting this trade, New Zealand Canadian to go long. And this is where the announcement anyway happened over there. So when we come over there, why we should not be looking to go long that day? Because here we are at the midline. Now, if you look in the accuracy of the price below to the midline, is quite scary. Don't you reckon? That you're looking all of there. So it will come times when the market maybe will be a bit cheeky, but that's it. So where are we looking over here? Where are we going over there? Where are we going today with that? Is the midline 9? No, is the 20. So because this is 20, so that's mean is the 20 hours in here, especially in here. Now, when I'm looking here on the daily, is you know, we're gonna miss a lot of retracements, a lot of things, but it's still quite interesting when you look in the 20 days. What happened in these days over there? What happened maybe here went up. So as you see, is the 4 hours will give us, more. If I look, for example, in here, this is the day that it break below. When I go to the 4 hours, look, I miss a lot of action from there. So we don't want to do that. What I want to do with the synchronize this two there, and that day, 24th of July, if I show you the index middle of the 24th of July, you would see the New Zealand Canadian was a perfect try. And from there, that's it. All right. And that's what we want to do. Every time the market is coming down, 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 and here we got to pull up. Where are we? It's very, very scary, this thing, tell you how these things works. Now, volatility is going to happen anyway. So, but that's where the beauty of EA can put us if we got to stop out. I prefer to hold that one there and use the 3 days, or because that's happened. The news happened over there. But look at every time the market pulls over there, you're coming a London time and you say, oh, look at that, we're going down. Hey, wait a minute, watch here. What is this telling? Oh, I'm going to put it long. Boom. The broker is going to be so upset with you. Here, for example, that's American time, and you say, "Oh, this thing is breaking down," blah blah blah. No, wait a minute. What it says there? How many of you love it? Is anybody in love with the system? Don't you reckon? Here, for example, that date over there. Look what happened that day. Hmm? What happened with those days? Look at where the candle closed entre all these day about. Maybe hasn't changed that. Let's see, you want to see there you come in later on. There it is. First fractal up. So you can decide, no, I'm trying that one there, regardless. Now that's one is a bit cheeky, but that's okay. All right, one more, and I have a big day today, my friends. All right, so if this day is down, I don't have really much confidence that day. Maybe the index meter is yes or no, but when I come to the following day, that is different over there. Maybe I'm a bit chicken there. That's okay. Comes to the next day. I don't know what the index meter would tell me there, but by that time, you have. Let's say you got to stop over there, but you're back again over here, and that it is. And I believe that every time you see this blue line over here, you can actually that. Or as well, long, when the market goes like that, is does mean the market is holding, consolidates, ready for the break. When we see another blue one over there, where we're gonna be trading? Look here over there, you know, and that's it. So yeah, sometimes even the color change is gonna help us, but it's just, yeah, it's a very very different way to trade and to look this trade. Like I said, we will see that one there. Okay, remember which one was the Euro Canadian or the Euro Australia was looking to go short. So here, if you look in the Euro is very strong, and the Canadian is mild strong. It was that one there. Yeah, we were looking over there. And if I look over here, Euro, it says to me to look for longs, but I don't have. Now, when this happen like that, the index meter will go out of sort of a little bit of sync through that one there. And this one, I did this trade over here in the Euro Canadian base, not in this day, no, in this day here. Yeah. And if we look in the, it's not that a nice, 162 pips. Come on, you gotta love it that. Even 20 pips is is good. All right, my friends. So we see you tomorrow morning, same time, same place. And I think this, and I have to work in a sort of rules and things like that. I think I'm gonna keep it the two index meter running as well, just on a daily basis like this one, so we know that um yeah, we know that, so we can, because we don't want to miss out. This is more than a trending indicator, so this index meter, but this is more than a price action there, and I think it both has to is going to be very important, isn't it? Okay, my friends, so hang on there, getting ready, because when we have these big moves, you know, so we're gonna continue looking. Like I said, come in London time, have a look quickly, and I don't think so. No one's when, you know, if the London time the market is below over there, you will not be any compromise to go short, because this become like our trend indicator. All right, so this is how we want to keep it, because when we have these magic days, my friend, like that, and if you're not sure at that moment, you come in at 12 hours or 10 hours, and you look that, and you can say, yeah, we're coming down, my friend. And if you say, no, I'm not too sure about that, no worries, that's the one, and that's when you can say, I'm coming down. All right, and it's gonna be a good fun to trade that way. And if we're moving once a day, 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 and there you are. That's a good idea as well, I believe, to move the stop loss once a day. All right, my friends, pray for me, because I have a big date ahead to me. So, but tomorrow I'll be here. Have a good day. Cheers and bye.